Hi guys, it's Jessica here. I'm just going to make a relatively short video here, and I wanted to start showing some of my bluey green, mint, turquoise, teal girls. It's definitely not all of them either, but brought out some to show the knitting that I've been working on. And there's Penny, and there's Arwen, there's Lola. This is what I'm working on currently, and this was with a newer yarn that I got. It's a Peruvian Highland wool, fingering weight, and it's still fingering weight, but it's a lot smaller, thinner yarn than what I was using previously. This is the inside. I just think it looks kind of, I like the inside to look kind of neat too. So, but yes, very much in progress. I still have the collar to do, just the first layer of the collar, and I'll have to sew the sleeves. I kind of use a Kitchener stitch, kind of not, kind of do my own thing. And then there will be a placard or button band, 2 button bands in the center. Yeah, that's my little knitting bucket. So the one that I just showed you will be for my mint Lyse, Lillycat Lyse. The sweaters that I've been knitting for my Minigenue girls fit a variety of gals, including, it turns out, my 2 Lillycat SD girls. The sweater that Ellana is wearing was actually meant for this girl. But she has stolen it. I think it looks really nice with her coloration. You can see that they're actually pretty close in color. It's a very dark turquoise teal color. But yeah, Mint Lyse is new, and she came in last week. I did a short layaway for her through Miss Mantis. Now this mint Lillycat Lyse is a one of a kind. There are no other mint Lillycat Lyse. There was not a pre-order or a stock sale. She is a one of a kind that was offered at Eldoll 2018, which turns out was the last Eldoll since the last Eldoll was supposed to be 2020, but ended up being canceled because of COVID. So I never got to make it to an Eldoll, but I do have a few dolls from Eldoll through Miss Mantis. So I have an Obsidian Minigenue, and then this Mint Lyse, and very special to get to bring her home. Yeah, she's pretty amazing. I'm very, she's been the doll that's been getting carried around since she came home, and been knitting that sweater for her. So the doll comes with me, and there's lots of parts where I try different things on and do fittings the whole time I'm making it. All of my patterns, all of my sweater patterns I've made and developed myself. I don't know how to follow a pattern. So I've just developed these myself and knitted them myself. All of these girls are wearing clothes entirely made by me, except for Lyse is wearing a Raukon corset. And my Hush is also wearing a Raukon corset. She's wearing a Blythe size corset. And I'm pretty sure that this corset that Lyse is wearing was meant for Nare. So it's too big for her, definitely, so I won't show you the back. But I will make things work when I want to. But yeah, she's pretty darn amazing. And I was super excited for her, but also jealous when Miss Mantis got her. It was really perfect that she would go to live with Miss Mantis, because she's kind of like the Lillycat Lyse aficionado. She has an amazing collection, but she's kind of deciding to move on to some degree from the ball jointed doll hobby. And so I'm grateful that she allowed me to bring her home. And you can kind of see, I wanted to show, and I'll have some videos at the end here. I wanted to show some of the differences between these girls. Just looking at the body, so this is considered the Luna body, and this is considered the Plum body. And the Luna body is the older body, and you can definitely see that overall the body is she's a thicker girl. And this girl is a long, lean girl. And Lillycat is still, Ellana is still long and lean, but you can just definitely tell that she's a thicker girl. The Plum body is actually a few centimeters taller than the Luna body. This really surprised me here with the shoulder joint, because all of her smaller dolls, even the version 1s, they have a little ball here, and it's actually fused. So it surprised me. I didn't expect that. She's got single joint in both of these gals, in the elbow. Let's see, the sweater's kind of blocking it. Single joint. Oops. Boop, boop. This is for a much larger, like, Feeple 60 head, so it's a little big on Ellana. The joints, the knee joints, she went with the original Plum body has these double joints. So there's an actual separate peanut in the knee. And she went with a more simple single joint. I just found it interesting that she decided to go back. I'm really excited. These shoes, I've been looking for a pair of the SD sized doll heart shoes. I don't know what they were called. I have I have two pair of MSD size, but this was finally found a pair of SD. And I had them in mind for my Twiggling girls, but this actually fits Ellana pretty darn perfectly. This is my Pasha doll. She is the original size, the Breath sculpt, and she's wearing one of the sweaters that I made for Minigenue, and I knitted this out of a larger weight, still fingering weight, but definitely larger than, say, the weight used in this one. So it's a little more bulky. It's an alpaca. It's 100% alpaca. It has this really fuzzy quality to it that I really love. But yeah, it fits. These sweaters fit my Pasha girl pretty good. This was the one that I finished the most recently for her, for my Pieta, my Mini-Pieta. And I do like it quite a lot. I like the colors. This was the first one that I knitted out of the new Peruvian Highland wool. And I like that it is, it's not as bulky. It probably would have been better to knit all those sweaters that I knitted for my smaller dolls like this and my pygmies out of it. This is again the oh, hey Lola, back there. This is that larger gauge alpaca wool. Yeah, so you can see them kind of right next to each other here. The Peruvian Highland wool versus the alpaca fiber. Both fingering weight, but just this one's definitely a thicker gauge, I guess. Yeah. So, Minigenue sleeping plate, Minigenue open-eyed plate, Mini-Pieta, again, Artifix Kindred or Twigling, Lillycat Ellana, Lillycat Lyse, Pasha Breath, and Napalm Dolls Hush.